BC is cracking down on the sale of nicotine buccal or mouth pouches. They feature big flavors and brightly colored packaging that critics say are geared towards younger people. The province says the products, including the brand Zonic, will only be available behind pharmacy counters after today.
So a kid that wants to buy it can't just grab it off the shelf and take it up to the cashier at the local convenience store. They have to go to the pharmacy counter. They have to have that engagement with the pharmacist, and that is a barrier, we hope, that will prevent young people from coming into contact with these addictive products.
The pouches are used by placing them under the tongue. Some Surrey schools are finding some minors with the products.
They're using it typically for the sensation that they get from the nicotine.
The province says there are concerns these types of products, which can be addictive, will lead younger people to a lifetime of nicotine dependence. This Vancouver vape shop owner says his store doesn't sell to minors, although the product is becoming popular.
Should be allowed to sell in smoke shop at least. Those are like properly for 19 plus, and like people are asking for it, especially the youngsters. Like you can age them between 19 to 30.
Back in October, Health Canada approved the pouches produced by cigarette manufacturer Imperial Tobacco under the brand name Zonic as a product to help smokers quit. Imperial Tobacco says it's unfair to limit access.
By removing a product like Zonic out of the convenience store and out of where adult smokers are buying their product, I think a lot of them won't do the trip to pharmacies and maybe they'll continue smoking.
The product doesn't fall under any existing federal or provincial tobacco or vaping legislation because the pouches contain less than 4 milligrams of nicotine and are not inhaled. But how did it get approved in the first place?
The way that this was presented is it was for the purposes of cessation. In their marketing and their approach, it exists in a completely different way. We were duped.
BC's health minister says the federal minister has said he will close that loop.
He is committed to taking action at the federal level.
Half a dozen health groups raised alarm bells when it was approved, but some say this restriction isn't enough.
I would like to see a complete ban, similar to what the Netherlands has done. They banned the sale of nicotine pouches entirely.
But with influencers peddling the pouches to youth, the jury is still out on whether the restrictions will be effective.